Su-30 MKI forms the core of India's air dominance, with over 260 jets crafted locally by HAL. Equipped with thrust vectoring engines and advanced phased array radar, this twin-engine heavy fighter reaches speeds beyond Mach 2. Since its induction in 2002, it has remained the Indian Air Force's primary multi-role strike jet. Dassault Rafale joined the Indian Air Force in 2020, delivering a game-changing edge to frontline squadrons. Equipped with Meteor long-range missiles and Spectra electronic warfare suites, this twin-engine omni-role fighter reaches Mach 1.8. India operates 36 of these jets, tailored specifically for high-altitude mountain warfare. Dassault Mirage 2000 entered Indian service in 1985, quickly becoming a trusted precision strike fighter. Renowned for its delta-wing agility, fly-by-wire controls, and Mach 2.2 speed, it proved decisive during the 1999 Kargil War and Balakot strike. India's upgraded fleet features modern avionics and glass cockpits. The MiG-29 entered service with India in 1985, making the Air Force its first international operator. Upgraded to the UPG standard, this twin-engine interceptor features active radar, expanded fuel tanks, and smart precision weaponry. With twin engines pushing it past Mach 2, it stands as a swift and lethal guardian along sensitive borders. MiG-29K serves as the primary carrier-borne fighter for the Indian Navy, operating off INS Vikramaditya and INS Vikrant. Featuring folding wings, reinforced landing gear, and specialized anti-corrosion coatings, this navalized jet reaches Mach 2. Armed with anti-ship and air-to-air missiles, it secures maritime defense across the Indian Ocean. The Sepe-Cat Jaguar served India for over 4 decades as a dedicated deep penetration ground strike jet. Inducted in 1979, this twin-engine low-level attacker features overwing missile rails and specialized navigation suites. Reaching supersonic speeds, India remains its sole operator, keeping the fleet updated for strike duties. HAL Tejas represents India's ultimate achievement in indigenous combat aircraft engineering. Designed locally as a lightweight single-engine delta-wing jet, it combines digital fly-by-wire agility with advanced composite materials. Flying at Mach 1.6, the Tejas features modern radar and smart weapon integration to replace aging fleets. Baryov A-50 acts as the premier airborne command post for the Indian Air Force. Built on a heavy Ilyushin airframe and driven by Russian turbofans, it integrates a powerful Israeli active electronically scanned array radar. Operating high above combat zones, it tracks hundreds of air targets simultaneously to guide friendly fighters. Embraer ERJ-145 Netra showcases India's homegrown airborne surveillance technology. Featuring a DRDO radar antenna mounted on a sleek Brazilian jet body, this early warning platform delivers 300-degree airspace coverage. It actively monitors sensitive border zones, tracking airborne threats and vectoring interceptors. Boeing P-8 Poseidon provides the Indian Navy with unmatched maritime reconnaissance and anti-submarine capabilities. Built on a commercial jet frame, it packages synthetic aperture radar magnetic anomaly sensors and sonar buoys. Operating from coastal bases, this long-range hunter carries torpedoes and missiles to guard ocean lanes. Bombardier Global 5000 operates in India's strategic reconnaissance fleet to gather high-altitude intelligence. Combining transcontinental range with smooth twin turbofan efficiency, this executive aircraft operates at 45,000 feet. Packed with secret signal sensors, it monitors remote border regions without detection. Gulfstream G550 delivers critical electronic intelligence and signals surveillance capabilities to Indian forces. Utilizing a long-range, ultra-high-altitude business jet frame, it cruises smoothly at Mach 0.8. Outfitted with specialized sensor pods along its fuselage, it tracks communication nodes and radar emissions. Gulfstream 3 performs vital special mission duties for Indian defense agencies specializing in aerial reconnaissance and electronic survey. Powered by twin Rolls-Royce engines, this long-range jet offers high flight endurance over distant sectors. Equipped with specialized sensor pods, it gathers critical imagery and topographical mapping. Gulfstream G100, formerly known as the Astra, fulfills high-speed support roles for the Indian Air Force. Powered by twin turbofans, this mid-sized jet excels at target towing exercises and fast courier transport. Its rapid climb rate and high efficiency make it an ideal asset for testing ground air defense networks and training units. Boeing 707 holds an iconic position in India's strategic electronic warfare history. Converted from classic quad-jet airframes, these specialized platforms carried sophisticated signal collection and intelligence-gathering pods. Though retired from regular transport duty, they laid the foundation for modern airborne surveillance. Boeing 737 forms a core element of the Indian Air Force Executive Communication Squadron. Powered by twin high-bypass turbofans, these modified airliners handle VIP transport and critical command flights. Renowned for outstanding range and safety, they transport senior leadership and government officials across national networks. Ilyushin IL-78 MKI serves as the primary aerial refueling tanker for the Indian Air Force. Outfitted with 3 specialized probe and drogue refueling pods, this massive 4-engine jet carries tons of transferable fuel. Inducted in 2003, it multiplies the combat radius of frontline fighters like the Su-30 MKI. Boeing KC-135R Stratotanker provides temporary aerial refueling capability for specialized Indian training missions. Operated through strategic wet lease agreements, this 4-engine jet features a high-flow transfer boom and drogue adapters. Its inclusion bridges operational demands while extending the endurance of fighter jets. Boeing C-17 Globemaster III stands as the heavy strategic airlift backbone of the Indian Air Force. Capable of carrying over 70 metric tons of cargo, this 4-engine giant flies tanks, troops and relief supplies into short, unpaved runways. Since 2013, it has executed crucial strategic deployments across the globe. Lockheed Martin C-130J Super Hercules delivers tactical airlift capabilities across extreme high-altitude terrain. Featuring 4 turboprop engines and advanced glass cockpit avionics, it lands on rough mountain airfields like Daulat Beg Oldi. India operates these versatile transports for rapid troop insertion and disaster emergency relief. Ilyushin IL-76MD has served as India's heavy transport workhorse since 1985 under the name Gajraj. Powered by 4 robust jet engines, it lifts 40 tons of armored vehicles and troops directly into high-altitude border bases. Featuring a glass nose and rugged gear, it remains a pillar of strategic military logistics. Airbus C-295 marks a major modernization step for India's tactical transport capabilities. Replacing aging transport fleets, this twin turboprop aircraft carries 9 tons of cargo or 70 troops. Built partially in India through a landmark industrial partnership, it excels at short takeoff operations from remote regional strips. Antonov AN-32 has served as the tactical transport backbone of the Indian Air Force since 1984. Designed with high-mounted turboprop engines to handle thin mountain air, it routinely supplies forward bases in Leh and Ladakh. Upgraded with modern avionics, this rugged aircraft airdrops vital supplies to isolated posts. Hawker Siddeley HS-748, known in India as the Avro, is a classic twin turboprop transport aircraft. Built locally under license by HAL, for decades it handled troop movement, VIP transport and flight crew training. Renowned for its sturdy airframe and dependable performance, this legendary transport is now making way for the C-295. Dornier DO-228 is a versatile twin turboprop aircraft built domestically by HAL for defense services. Featuring a unique supercritical wing design, it excels at short takeoffs, maritime surveillance, and coastal patrol. Outfitted with radar and search sensors, it forms the operational backbone of the Indian Coast Guard and Navy. Britain Norman BN-2 Islander has provided essential light transport and maritime reconnaissance for the Indian Navy and Coast Guard. Driven by twin-piston engines, this durable utility aircraft operates easily from short, rugged island strips. Its low operating cost and simple design make it ideal for routine coastal patrols and island links. Airbus A321 and A319 aircraft serve dual roles within India's defense architecture. Beyond executive transport for national leaders, These twin-engine jets are being adapted by DRDO into next-generation Netra Mach II early warning platforms. Their spacious cabins provide an ideal base for long-range radar integration. Boeing 777-300ER serves as Air India One dedicated strictly to VIP transport for Indian heads of state. Outfitted with self-protection suites, encrypted satellite links, and missile defense systems, this long-range twin jet flies non-stop across continents. Maintained by the Air Force, it acts as an airborne command post. Embraer ERJ-135 and Legacy 600 form a swift VIP transport unit within the Indian Air Force executive fleet. Powered by twin rear-mounted turbofans, these executive jets move senior commanders and dignitaries efficiently between air bases. Their quiet cabins and fast cruise speeds ensure rapid mobility across the country. Boeing AH-64E Apache brings world-class attack capabilities to the Indian Air Force and Army Aviation Corps. Armed with Hellfire missiles, 70mm rockets and a chain gun, this twin-engine gunship features fire control radar. Its night vision sensors and extreme agility offer lethal precision over desert and mountain zones. HAL Prachand Light Combat Helicopter is India's first purpose-built high-altitude attack helicopter. Designed domestically to operate at altitudes above 15,000 feet, it handles thin air and freezing temperatures with ease. Armed with guided missiles rockets and a nose gun, it delivers effective close air support along mountain borders. HAL Rudra is the heavily armed combat variant of the Advanced Light Helicopter developed by HAL for Indian Ground Forces. Featuring an integrated weapon system, it carries anti-tank guided missiles rocket pods and a 20mm turret gun. Outfitted with electro-optical sights, it provides potent fire support for infantry units. HAL Dhruv is India's flagship utility helicopter designed and manufactured domestically by HAL. Driven by twin turboshaft engines, this multi-role chopper features an advanced composite rotor system. Serving across the Army, Navy, Air Force and Coast Guard, it excels at troop transport, high-altitude supply drops, and search and rescue missions. HAL Light Utility Helicopter is an indigenous single-engine platform engineered to replace heritage light fleets. Built specifically for high-altitude operations in the Himalayas, it features a glass cockpit and a modern Safran engine. Designed to carry personnel and cargo to remote posts like Siachen, it delivers agility in cold conditions. HAL Chetak is a legendary license-built version of the classic Alouette 3 that has served India for 6 decades. Powered by a single turboshaft engine, this compact utility helicopter performed logistics training and casualty evacuation across every terrain. Known for its bubble canopy and durability, it remains a historic aviation icon. HAL Cheetah and its re-engined Cheetal variant are legendary high-altitude utility helicopters built by HAL. Modified for extreme mountain conditions, the Cheetal features a modern engine that boosts climb rate and high-altitude payload capacity. These nimble aircraft remain crucial for supplying isolated outposts along icy Himalayan peaks. Boeing CH-47F Chinook gives the Indian Air Force exceptional heavy lift mobility across rugged mountain sectors. Featuring a distinctive tandem rotor design powered by twin turboshaft engines, it lifts heavy artillery vehicles and supplies to high altitudes. Inducted in 2019, it accelerates strategic infrastructure projects. MIL Mi-17 and its advanced Mi-17 V5 variant form the tactical rotary wing backbone of Indian Defence Forces. Driven by twin turboshaft engines, these robust helicopters excel at troop transport, underslung cargo lifting, and armed assault. Outfitted with night vision systems, they operate reliably from tropical plains to icy peaks. MIL Mi-24 and Mi-35 heavy attack gunships have provided formidable firepower to the Indian Air Force for decades. Combining heavily armored cockpits with room for troops, these twin-engine assault choppers carry rocket pods, anti-tank missiles, and nose guns. Known for high speeds, they dominate tactical ground support roles. Sikorsky MH-60R Seahawk brings cutting-edge anti-submarine and surface warfare to the Indian Navy. Equipped with multi-mode radar-dipping sonar and advanced sonobuoys, this naval helicopter operates directly from warship decks. Armed with torpedoes and Hellfire missiles, it forms a defensive shield around carrier strike task forces. Westland Sea King has served the Indian Navy as a primary carrier-based and coastal helicopter for decades. Operating in anti-submarine and commando transport roles, it features search radar dipping sonar and anti-ship missile capacity. Renowned for long endurance and amphibious capabilities, it safeguards critical maritime approaches. Kamov Ka-28 is a specialized anti-submarine warfare helicopter operated by the Indian Navy. Featuring Kamov's signature coaxial twin-rotor design, it eliminates the need for a tail rotor, making it compact for shipboard hangars. Outfitted with dipping sonar search radar and homing torpedoes, it hunts submarines in heavy seas. Kamov Ka-31 acts as the airborne early warning radar sentinel for Indian Navy warship fleets. Featuring a massive rotating radar antenna folded beneath its belly, this coaxial rotor helicopter detects low-flying missiles and surface ships far beyond the horizon. It provides vital real-time target tracking for naval task forces. BAE Hawk Mark 132 serves as the advanced jet trainer that prepares Indian fighter pilots for combat. Manufactured under license by HAL, this single-engine trainer features a modern glass cockpit and tandem seating. Operating at fast subsonic speeds, it bridges the gap between basic turboprop trainers and high-performance fighters. Pilotis PC-7 Mark II provides foundational basic flight instruction for all student pilots in the Indian Air Force. Powered by a reliable turboprop engine, this Swiss-designed trainer features low wing ergonomics and modern digital avionics. Inducted in large numbers, it helps rookie aviators master acrobatic maneuvers and formation flying. The HJT-16 Kiran is an iconic Indian-designed intermediate jet trainer that has instructed generations of military pilots. Powered by a single turbojet engine, this side-by-side trainer offers forgiving handling characteristics for jet transition. Famous for its long service with the Surya Kiran team, it remains a celebrated milestone. The HTT-40 is India's newest indigenous basic trainer aircraft designed and built by HAL. Powered by a robust turboprop engine, it features a full-glass cockpit, modern ejection seats, and agile handling dynamics. Engineered to fulfill primary pilot training for the Air Force, it accelerates self-reliance while training next-generation flyers.